time is for all the court action of the day, and hearing the matter for making Aadhaar mandatory, the Supreme Court today clarified that benefits of social welfare schemes cannot be denied to a person if he or she does not possess an Aadhaar card. Ashmit Kumar has been tracking that hearing and gets us all the details. Ashmit, good to have you on the show. What did the court observe, and what are the next steps now being taken on the usage of Aadhaar card?
Well, in the year 2015, the Apex Court had passed a very clear order that as far as government services are concerned, and when we say government services, the Apex Court was referring to subsidy schemes or benefits, social benefits that are awarded by the government. With respect to that, in 2015, the Apex Court had held that Aadhaar cannot be made mandatory. But in light of the recent push having been made by the government to introduce Aadhaar as a source of KYC, as a source of identification for various government-linked services, there has been a fresh application filed before the Apex Court. In this fresh application, the plea draws references to the 2015 order and seeks to argue before the Apex Court that this move by the government, the Aadhaar push by the government, is not tenable in law, is not good in law, is violative of the Supreme Court directions, that it is ignoring the directions given by the Apex Court in the year 2015, that at this point it just would be simply discriminatory to have a policy wherein only Aadhaar-linked people can claim benefits, can claim social benefits. Now, in response to that, while the Apex Court has not shown it the indulgence of an early hearing, but nonetheless, the Apex Court, the bench headed by none other than the Chief Justice himself, observed today that prima facie it appears that there is adequate protection for the people, and went on to observe that as of now, it is quite clear that the government cannot make it mandatory for social benefit schemes. Now, what's important to appreciate here is that while that is a classification that the Apex Court might have given by way of the observation, it does take issues such as the use of Aadhaar for telecom, the use of Aadhaar for taxation, for insurance out of the picture, given that they are not social benefit schemes. So that's the one aspect that will need adjudication, that the Apex Court will look into for a later date. But for now, clearly, the Apex Court saying that it cannot be made mandatory for social benefit schemes.
All right. So anybody